So yo, we back with another video, man, on NBA 2K20, yo. NBA 2K20 Season 2, Episode 71. Let's get right into it, yo. Sweet boy. So, we going up against the Utah Jazz, yo. It's sweet because Mike Conley is about to be taking 2 shots, yo. So, sweet boy. We playing against the Jazz on their home court, yo. It's sweet boy. We on the 66 game streak, yo. We about to be on the 67 game streak, yo. It's sweet boy. We about to be on the 67 game streak, yo. It's sweet boy. About to be on the 67 game streak. Yo, I'm never live streaming, bro. Like, I'm tired of live streaming. Just get on my nerves.
And the Lakers
I never have fun live streaming.
way off the bus and into the arena.
So I'll just go record.
The game arrival, sponsored by Express. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And a stark difference in his field goal percentage this month, guys, compared to the rest of the season. He's settled into a nice rhythm. And there have been games when he's gotten hot and just been impossible to cool off.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, LeBron James is closing in.
He can impact the game in so many ways. DA, thank you. You know what, tonight we have 2 teams that love to push the tempo, love the pace. Smitty, do you like the fact the NBA is getting faster?
You know, I like it, Kevin. What I don't like is the coming down and taking a shot, an ill-advised shot. There's nothing wrong with playing fast, getting the ball up the court. If you don't have that
and we lost to 2, bro. So good.
Just bring it out and run your offense.
Staying within the offense, another.
Yeah,
right?
Stay within the offense.
Yo, look at my Conley, bro.
For Los Angeles. Jay out there with G. Then there's Lights Out. Then there's Smooth.
That's the whole brick.
And it's Prince in at the 3. And for the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. The forwards are Ingles and Crowder. And it's Bradley.
I got the sliders on, so y'all know I'm making every shot.
Nice triple.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for Utah. It's a 3-point game. Here's Smooth. And that one is stuffed right through.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Oh, yeah.
Conley.
Whoa. Oh, yeah, boy.
And they're moving it up. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, Smooth.
Well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their efforts.
It's been a slow start here for Utah. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. To the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Bradley. That's
Get the cheese out of here, boy. Got my tickle real, so y'all knew the double team coming.
It's right here. Here's Smooth. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
This isn't a tough case.
Got my tickle real, so y'all knew the double team coming, boy.
They'll need to start getting back on D.
Right side, Conley.
Whoa.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And over the course of his career, Mike Conley taking on more and more of the leadership mantle.
Or he missed.
He's embraced it, Kevin. And he said letting his hair down was a way of letting just being confident in himself. And that's another basket for him. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
Yeah.
Pass to Bradley. Kicks to Mitchell.
Yo, I love recording though.
Look here for Ingles.
I don't like live streaming.
You know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected.
I don't like live streaming. I like recording, so.
Here's Smooth. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. Off target from outside.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Bradley on the double team.
Bro, what the? Oh, no. Yeah.
That was amazing.
The hard slam, boy. With the hard slam, boy.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
That's the whole work.
Conley's shot is off.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target. And when you got someone putting on a show like this, I mean, in the first quarter, you have got to be kidding.
58 spiders in my house.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Will it go?
No, he taking 2 shots.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Knocks down the 3 ball. 27 points for Smooth.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
Hard to keep the consistency going, which I guess is the very definition of consistency. Keep it going.
He taking 2
For
shots.
3, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jay's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Yeah, boy.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
Here's Mitchell.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
blocked. Here's Smooth. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
If you love analytics, this is what this is all about. They favor the 3 ball. You can pile up points in a hurry.
Mitchell passes to Brent. And the basket
Bro,
is
you
good,
just,
and he's got a
oh,
chance here
Jordan
to run
Pitts.
the
He
line.
just had the foul.
Good job by
all
Mitchell
good.
trusting his teammates. And in turn, that's going to open up opportunities for him.
The Jazz shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. You know, Smitty, we know players are getting more nights off around this time of the year. How much did that occur when you were playing in the NBA?
Dunking on Bradley, boy.
Organizations really came up to guys when they see they were hurting. You didn't want them to play when they were injured. And then at the end of the season, Kevin, usually you looked and said, "Ooh, we have the number 6 seed locked up," or whatever place locked up. And then that's when you start to get nights off. I don't remember doing it during game 20 and game 30 where guys starting to get nights off.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And Smooth is going to pick up the bucket.
Of course, I get served up, bro. I come out the bench at the
The Jazz
start.
shooting around 24%.
of the
Not a
second
good
quarter.
showing here. So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Smooth out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's LeBron in at the 3 spot. And Bogdanovich kicks to Conley.
That's the whole bird.
On the shot clock. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for Anthony Davis. He's right around 5 points a night, 16 rebounds, and almost 3 blocks. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. He's prolific. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire.
Come off the bench
Nice ball movement by
at the
Utah.
start of the second quarter, bro.
Here's Exum, and they force the shot
What?
violation.
Oh, but it didn't count, cause you don't.
Here's Smooth.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And it's Conley with the ball for the Utah Jazz. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for him, but it was also an eye-opener. Cousins said, any given day could be your last day playing. And all the celebrity, all the fame ends. My love for the game has grown, but at the same time, I want to be more than just a basketball player. And Kevin, challenges can put anything into perspective.
Thank you, D.A. Utah calls timeout. We've seen Smooth really having a great game.
You know, he's been a one-man wrecking crew down low. His consistent scoring has dictated.
That much to go over again, yo. So y'all know the damn team. It's coming to Bird.
Bring a quick double, or maybe even both, to try to slow him down.
Conley, the pass to Green. And that one goes careening off the glass.
What's crazy about AD as a shot
The cheese,
blocker,
other
you can
boy.
block your shot at all three levels.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. 6 to shoot. And here's Conley outside.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Down low, Davis. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass.
Trash, bro. Why would you take you stupid? There
To O'Neal. Back to Green. He dishes it to Exum. To the inside. That's tipped and out of bounds as the Lakers. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see who's led the league in blocks in the second half of the season. Well, you look at Smooth, a fierce inside defender, tops in the NBA in blocks.
He's been protecting the rim as well as anybody in the league during that stretch. I mean, he is not making it easy to take the ball inside.
And is it any wonder they're ahead in this game? His perfect night from the field has been the catalyst.
Yeah.
Ingles dishes to Green.
58 spiders in my house.
Here's Conley. And he makes good on the way. Conley's got 5 points so far.
Well, this is where Conley operates best naturally. In the paint, creating for others or himself.
Here's Smooth. And the powerful
Boy,
one-handed
looking
slam.
on O'Neal, boy.
He's not
Looking
an
on
easy man
O'Neal.
to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. The Jazz have gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far.
And Smitty, as tough as they are on D, the Jazz have been middle of the pack offensively. How do they improve there?
You know, GA, they can be a top 10 offense. The two things that have held them back are turnovers and poor free throw shooting. Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Out to the right wing, and here's Conley outside.
He took
Again,
2
Conley
shots.
missing.
In this first half, he is really falling in love with the three. So far, not paying dividends.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And the Jazz call time here. On the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade, confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Utah. Launches a 3.
That's the whole word. He took 2
Another miss
shots.
by Utah. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 15-6 run.
Oh!
That's a great dunk!
Freakish,
Yes.
athletically.
Unbelievable play.
Wow.
Yeah.
You just love LeBron's patience. Scanning the floor, delivers the basketball on point and on time.
Ball stolen. Here's Smooth. And another one!
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Mitchell against Wade. To the paint. Here's Conley.
The
It's
cheese
not gonna
out
go
of
for
here,
it.
boy.
And the Lakers going the other way now.
Oh, that was That wasn't a block. I thought that was a block.
Here's Smooth. And another three for the Lakers.
Simply one of the best shooting performances you are ever going to see. A three-point barrage.
Inside, here's Conley. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Conley's got 9 points.
We know he's an explosive guard with a scoring mentality, but he's making big plays for others.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
I found 58 spiders in my house.
Conley, the pass to Ingles. Back to Conley. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 11.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible.
I'm gonna take over again, y'all. See y'all in the dunk team.
Bringing up the ball for the Utah Jazz. Floats one, and there's the nice layup by Ingles.
They thought Ingles would be looking for the jumper. Instead, he puts his head down and makes a play.
O'Neal comes with the double team. Here's Smooth. Yet another bucket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Conley, the pass to Ingles. Looking for Conley. He gets it there.
Whoa,
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I'm about to be served out. No.
Always you want a big man, great offense, Smitty. Who's on your list for perhaps the best outlet passer in the game right now?
Let's start off. I would say Kevin Love is one of those guys who still is, I think, the best outlet passer as a big. Jokic.
Look at the Bradley boy.
Those guys can really pass. DeMarcus Cousins. Those are some of the bigs that have great outlet passes.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. And here is Mitchell. 23 points for him the last game against Memphis.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
Here's Smooth. He got it again. Sensational. 71 points and no end in sight.
This young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Utah.
Converted the 3-point play, boy. I'm getting the 3 points. The old fast way, boy.
They had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of Angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Now Conley, 11 points for him in that last game against Memphis.
And he caused major problems with his defense as well. He had 4 steals by the time the game was over.
Just 5 on the clock. Bogdanovich. Oh, that's blocked. A pull-up. And another basket for the Lakers.
Down the stretch. This is when they need him the most. And he is delivering.
The Jazz shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Mitchell is doubled. Now here's Conley. 11 points in the game. And that time, also a missed shot.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Utah shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Looking to get it going, and he sinks the layup. Conley's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Smooth. And again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Got a piece of it. And here we go. Lakers running again. Hammers it home to polish off the
That might
break.
take over again, y'all. See y'all do the other team.
Of that
It's coming to get better.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense.
Yeah.
Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Mitchell kicks to Bogdanovich. 1:03 left to play in the first half.
Yeah.
Conley's shot is off.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Here's Smooth, covered by Conley. Good, he hits again.
90, a legendary performance.
We'll be talking about this one, Greg, for a long, long time.
Converting the 3-point play, boy. I'm getting the 3 points. The old fashioned boy.
Now, here's Exum. He's guarded closely. 35 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And the shot's good from Crowder.
A tall guard who can see over the defense. Exum with no trouble locating the open teammate.
Here's Smooth. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Mitchell is doubled. Out to the right wing. Here's the teardrop. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
The point guard out of Australia, Dante Exum, is a rare physical specimen. Reason why he has great length at that point guard position. Great size.
8-second violation. 8-second. Oh.
Here's Smooth. From deep. And good. He hits it again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined here with Quinn Snyder. Coach, your team has faced a lot of firepower from outside. How do you keep them from getting those three-pointers off?
Well, one, they're making them. Hopefully we can get them where they're not open and they're contested and see if they're making that many of them then. But they're getting them a variety of ways. We just got to be better.
Play outside-in defense, right? Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. The Lakers did not hesitate to set the pace. Seemingly flawless as the game got underway, they were knocking down shots and playing tough defense as they went on a 13-0 run. At the end of the first quarter, they found themselves way out on top. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, they went downtown and threw a party, and fortunately, we were all invited. The key is their shooters weren't afraid to pull the trigger on open looks, and it's a blowout right now.
And Shaq, how do you think the Jazz were playing?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half. Start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Smooth.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He is going right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Jazz, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Jay Crowder out there with Bradley. And it's Conley in at point.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Bradley can't get it to go. So it's the Lakers now. James wide open.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Here's Conley. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. It's 2-on-1. Here's Smooth, and that one is hammered home.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
Oh, yeah.
So here's Conley. He's starting close. It's deflected, and he recovers it, and it's in there. Here's Smooth. Non-stop scoring machine here. Step back shot, and another one falls. Amazing.
And this game has his name written all over.
I'm about to score with me, yo. So y'all knew the blue team is coming in
Mitchell
blue.
is double. Outside Bradley. Conley left side. Rebound the Lakers. Jay's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Yes, that goes in.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games. Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity. He's the engine for his team right now. They're looking for him to provide offense, and he's doing that and then some.
Another steal. Here's Smooth. And yep,
with the windmill flush.
And he's been
with the windmill flush, boy. With the windmill flush.
The offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Here is Conley. He's got 13.
And when you look at Utah, this team, year after year, seems to be more than a sum of its parts.
I like that they always look for guys with big-time character, unselfish, low drop.
I got 4 fouls.
Players, and there's a confidence with this group.
And Utah making a change here. Green's checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. James is checked in. Lock at 6. Outside Bradley. Over LeBron. Off the left rim and out.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Conley, the pass to Bradley. LeBron with some nice D.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight. How about his aggressiveness from 3? He caught fire in the first half. Now hits his second one since the break. He's a bad, bad man.
Yeah.
Here's Conley. Misses and the tri-spell continues.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Smooth.
Oh! Yeah.
And he dunks it down.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Conley feeling it out. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Last season, Mike Conley became the Grizzlies.
Alright, I get subbed in at the start of the fourth
so it's
quarter.
the Lakers with it.
I get
So
subbed
the
in
Lakers 5 right now. The two megastars are the
at
big
the
men,
start
LeBron
of
and
the
Davis.
fourth quarter.
Prez out there with Smooth. And it's James in at the 3, the small forward. And Smitty, when it's all said and done, Mike Conley's jersey has to go in the Memphis Raptors.
Absolutely. Over a decade in a Grizzlies uniform. He helped lead them to the best years.
And for a team schedule that includes 4 games and 5 nights, sports writers have introduced the term schedule losses due to fatigue. I just don't think that's very good, but it's the reality right now.
Yeah, it is. And sometimes, Kevin, you know these games, you travel a lot. Your legs are just done, and that's when you have to rely on a total team, play more guys. But it happens.
With the hard swing, boy. With the hard swing, boy.
Let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk.
Converting the 3-point play, boy. I'm getting the 3 points.
O'Neal's checked in for Jay Crowder, and it's DeAnthony Melton in for Donovan Mitchell. Dwight Howard's checked in for the Lakers. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Conley with it, just 5 to shoot. Looking to end the run. And the rebound goes to Howard. And here is Los Angeles now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force.
I'm about to go again, y'all. See, y'all knew the dumb team.
It's Utah's
It's coming again, bro.
Conley for 3.
That's the whole bird.
Dwight Howard
That's the
grabs
whole
the board.
bird, bro.
Trying to get his man back for the last 3. It helps to not make this personal.
And that one, good.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period, and he continues to stay aggressive.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And Smooth is going to pick up the foul. Smitty, with players like Curry and Lillard taking such high difficulty shots from deep range. I mean, these are just amazing. Some have said that it's hurting the game and that kids will try to emulate. What do you think about it?
You know, Kevin, I think it is to some point, and to this point where so many kids now at a younger age are shooting the 3 ball from so deep. I would love for a lot of these guys to be able to show the work they put in, and then those kids try to emulate that.
Conley gets the buckets.
And finally, with some offense, he stops a 17-0 run by Los Angeles.
Here's Smooth, covered by Conley. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Here's Melton. Sweet little floater.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Lets it go from deep. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well. He has gone ice cold this quarter, obviously not helping their cause.
Wasted no time on that one.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
And here is O'Neal. Outside Conley. Fires the 3. And James pulls it down. James has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Boy, he launched that one from way outside.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Utah. You know, Steve, the business part of the NBA, very strong. But Commissioner Silver doesn't want to be complacent either.
No, he doesn't. He's always been forward thinking. They're doing a good job of being proactive and doing a good job of just throwing out ideas. And what I love the most, Kevin, working with the Players Association.
I'm with you. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is
Converted,
incredible.
3-point play, boy. I'm getting the 3 points. Oh, fast, boy.
Confidence running through this team right now.
Dante Exum, he's checked in for Utah. The Lakers also with a sub. JaVale McGee's checked in for James. Here's Melton. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Time out real quick.
Here's Smooth. Poked away.
No. Whoa.
Here's Melton, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And the first one at the line is good.
Time out.
And he can't hit the second.
There's a built-in respect for coaches who played in the NBA. The Jazz, Quinn Snyder, never made it that far. But as a point guard, he helped Duke make 3 Final Four appearances.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Smooth.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Launches it. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
58 sputters in my house.
All-American in high school.
The cheese. Oh,
State
over here, boy.
Player of the Year in high school.
Led Mercer Island to a state title and then experienced coaching in college, the G League, and abroad. He's a lifer, and he's been around the game far and wide.
Feeds it to Bradley. Outside, Green. Another miss by Utah. Green's gone 1 of 6 shooting from the field. And that one drops for him.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Passes it to Bradley.
58 sputters in my house.
Here's Melton.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Green. Bradley trying to break free. And it's sent back by Howard. Shoots. Another one goes. Incredible. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And he jams it with authority.
With the LeBron James dunk, boy.
Right now, thanks to his terrific scoring
with the LeBron James
so far in this
dunk,
game.
boy. 58 sputters in my
Now
house.
Exum. Steve, you know, there is some hostility we're finding between the media, some teams and players, boycotting of certain journalists. Coach Steve Kerr said it's a dangerous situation. What's your view?
You know, I think it is from a standpoint of from a players and organization with the media, but I think also the media, somebody's going to have to police those guys as well. We got to have it where we're both on the same team. You might not agree, but you got to be on the same team.
I agree. Here's Smooth. And got it! Another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Another steal. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
If y'all like this video, man, like and subscribe to the channel, bro. Trying to post notification but say never miss an upload, and go follow me on page video at 2593 and subscribe to my section. And subscribe to my section with 10 piece.
You know, technically it's a high percentage look,
my
but this is why we play the game.
With the 360, boy.
To Melton. Here's Green. That one's off, still out of sync.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Here's Melton to the inside. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it.
That's too long, bro. That's too
of strength for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And I think, guys, we sort of expected a win here in a season already with 66 wins. Tonight's win will notch that up one more to 67.
Oh my.
A very dominating presence they seem to have nearly every time they come out on the floor.
And once they polish off this one, there'll be one more victory.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here.
224
to an opponent's building
63 is the final score, yo. I had 25 dunks. Mike Conley had 20 points.
They did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess
they don't need home cooking to feel at home.
I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Anthony, tell us the focus for the team coming into the game tonight.
Well, before we started the game, Coach came in and told us that we knew what we had to do.
Hey, yo, bro, look at LeBron James. Look at him.
The focus for the game was guard the ball. That's what we did coming out of that time.
Like a robot.
And it led to a win. Thank you for your time, Anthony. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
Get the Chiefs out of here, boy. $58 sputters. Alright, peace y'all. Love y'all. I will see you guys in my next video. It's Leo. I'm out.